In the main event of the night, bout 20, age 16, weight 125. In the red corner, from the Denver Boxing Academy, Misael Lopez. And in the blue corner, from the Louisiana Guerrilla Killers, Treyvon Bonnet. We've come to the 20th bout of the night in the main event. It's Treyvon Bonnet from Louisiana against Misael Lopez of the Denver Boxing Academy.
Misael Lopez, very skillful fighter, trained by Aurelio Martinez. Definitely has the skill set. Last time, the last elite amateur card, kind of gassed out towards the end of his fight. We'll see if he's taking care of his conditioning problem, and if he can establish himself against Treyvon Bonnet and earn himself a victory today.
Bonnet comes out using the ring, looking to establish his jab, using to use footwork. Let's see if Lopez can counter that. Both fighters trade left hooks on the inside. Once again, we have a southpaw in Bonnet. A lot of the Louisiana fighters are southpaw.
Yeah, a lot like St. Louis. A lot of the fighters out of St. Louis, you see a lot of southpaws. And it's not that they're necessarily left-handed, but you have a lot of trainers that like to train from that southpaw stance.
Cities like St. Louis and Philadelphia, it's more of a culture. There are not too many individual fighters. They're lumped all together, and sometimes they have the same styles.
Very true. Looks like both of these fighters have very fast hands. Looks like Bonnet might have just a little bit of reach, maybe not.
He's definitely the aggressor so far in the first part of round one. Let's see if Lopez can put some punches together. Very slow round to start off. I think both fighters are trying to see what the other opponent has to offer. It could be that they're both counter punchers, and when you have two counter punchers, sometimes it makes for a slow fight. But there's Lopez opening up on the inside. Right hand from Lopez along the road. Williams is hurt a little bit, looking to hold on. Check that, Bonnet.
Bonnet's looking to establish his jab. He's doing pretty well with it. What Lopez is looking to do is flip that jab and then let his hands go on the to get himself inside where he can do some damage.
And there's the end of round one. Even round, very hard round to score. Like you said, Lopez gassed out the last time you've seen him. Does anything look any different now?
He looks like he has a little more spring in his step. Looks like he finished that round as strong as he started that round. So at this point, I don't see his conditioning as an issue. He's in there with a tough fighter in Bonnet. Bonnet's a mover, obviously establishing his game plan with the jab and moving. It's going to be an interesting fight, no doubt about it. Bonnet up early off the stool. He's ready to roll. Misael joins in. 10 seconds and we'll get this round started.
And there's the bell for round two.
I expect to see both fighters open up a lot more. You can only give away one round or see what's going on with the other fighter for one round.
And a straight left from Bonnet followed by a straight right from Lopez. Both fighters are winging it a little bit. It looks like they're throwing technique to the wind. Trading along the road. Left hooks, right hooks.
Lopez a little bit loopy with that right hand. I realize that it's a hook. If you can let it go just a little bit straighter, he might have some success with it. Although he has landed it a couple of times real hard in this round.
And there's Bonnet with a nice stiff jab to the head of Lopez. Bonnet is definitely establishing his jab in this round, and it looks like it's winning it for him.
Yeah, he's really starting to get his distance, understanding his timing, and he's starting to follow that jab with the right hand.
Both fighters straight jabs. There's Bonnet with a nice 1-2.
landed a real nice counter left hook inside. Real quick, real sharp, and Bonnet acknowledged it, shook his head. Yeah, you caught me with that one.
There's a counter right after Bonnet. And both fighters throwing caution to the wind on the ropes. What an exciting period right there.
Yeah, Lopez got him trapped in the ropes and really unloaded. Let his hands go, trying to score as many points as he can.
And there's a counter right from Lopez. Bonnet being urged to work along the rope. Straight left from Bonnet.
Bonnet's using an interesting strategy with that jab. Most of the time with the southpaw fighter, you want to get that right foot outside of the left foot of the orthodox fighter. What he's doing is he's stepping to the inside with that jab. He's not looking to land the right hand, but he's lining that jab up by stepping to the inside of his foot.
You know, most fighters use the jab as a rangefinder, but you got great guys like Ike Cortez and Larry Holmes who use their jab to win fights. I think Bonnet is using his jab to win the fight.
I think he is controlling the pace at this point, and he's definitely scoring with that jab. I don't know if it'll outweigh the flurries that Lopez is landing along the ropes, but definitely a competitive fight. Both men giving it their all. Coach from Louisiana telling his boxer, don't get on the ropes. When you do, get back to the center of the ring and press him back to the ropes. Let's see if he'll be able to employ that strategy this round.
That's a great observation from the coach, because in the center of the ring, Bonnet is winning the fight.
There goes Bonnet with that 1-2. Looks to land a counter left hook, but not quite, or counter right hook rather. Not there, and Misael wraps him up.
And Bonnet,
it's Bonnet getting the warning for holding.
And Bonnet is listening to his coaches, staying in the middle of the ring, being first, and not getting caught up in a firefighter along the ropes.
Strategy is working, and he's using it. You know, it's one thing to have that plan, but execution is the key, and right now it looks like Bonnet is executing, although he did reach out and grab again.
But it doesn't look like he's throwing enough punches. Lopez might not be landing, but he's letting his hands go, and sometimes the judges see that. And there he goes along the ropes where Lopez has the advantage, ripping those body shots.
Lopez using some good body work. Maybe trying to take a little bit of that spring out of his step.
His conditioning definitely shows like he's improved it. So, and there's a counter right half from Lopez. And another one.
Nice
Definitely
right
winning
hand.
around. Definitely winning around.
Now, Lopez is having a much better round in the second and the first. Looked like he was a little slow to start, but he stepped on the gas in the second round, picked up the pace, landing his punches, and I don't know if I'd say taking over, but definitely starting to establish himself.
Right hand to the body from Lopez. And there that ends round 3. And it ends 20 fights today. 20 exciting bouts. Once again, we go to the scorecards, and it can go either way.
It's nice to see Lopez has his conditioning under control. He basically finished the fight as strong as he started the fight. Credit to his trainer, Aurelio Martinez, for getting him in shape, taking care of that issue that he had at the last Elite Amateur show.
And you know what? That's Aurelio Martinez is one of the great trainers in Denver, Colorado. He strayed away from the pro game recently. I'd like to see him back, but nonetheless, he has a lot of experience. Yeah,
he's taken some fighters and elevated their levels. Donald Camarena comes to mind. Camarena only lost to top flight competition, Paulie Malignaggi, Timothy Bradley, both well-established world champions at this point. Martinez is definitely a good trainer, and it looks like Misael Lopez is his latest project.
Not to mention a great promoter. What a great event, folks. Well, that does it, folks. That wraps up 20 amateur fights. Fighters from Colorado, Louisiana, and Kansas City. First, I want to thank Aurelio Martinez, all the combatants, and my counterpart, Chris Morris.
Always great working the fights with you, Mr. Duran.
And I look forward to doing the next one with you. Thank you, and have a good night.